Ladies and gentlemen, the time is upon us. I have been begged, pleaded to watch the Gojo versus Makima Jujutsu Kaisen versus Chainsaw Man Death battle. And I will tell you one very simple fact. The reason why I have taken this long to actually sit down and watch it is because I do not see a universe where Makima can beat Gojo. We are going to be watching this right the frick now, because I'm just saying, this is like the least close battle in the history of battles, and people have been telling me to watch this death battle. It's great, so here we are, watching this death battle. Hopefully it's great. Anyway, very excited for when they make the inevitable Sukuna suck on these nuts joke. It's probably going to make me die in stitches of laughter. In my experience, death battle just likes to make the fight sound very close, and then they kind of just flip a coin on who wins, and then whichever has the biggest fan base ends up winning. That's my experience with death battle. I guess we'll see. Spoilers for manga, I guess.
Satoru Gojo, Jujutsu.
He did not watch the anime if he pronounced him as Satoru.
Sorcerer Sensei.
Makima, Chainsaw Man's head of Tokyo Public Safety.
These two paranormal mentors are so strong that they change the very worlds they exist in.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
All right,
and
baby.
it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
All right, let's see what we got.
Japan, December 7th, 1989. Satoru Gojo was born, and the world changed.
Yes, sir! Dude, this man was a freaking god among men. He always was.
And in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen, invisible, cursed spirits born from negativity threaten humanity.
So it's up to the Jujutsu
it's
sorcerers
just the manifestation of my crippling depression. So true.
To do battle with them.
And what better way to learn the trade than to sign up for Tokyo Jujutsu High?
At this institution, a sorcerer will learn to harness their cursed energy, or the spiritual manifestation of intense emotion.
It's like Ki, but if Ki desperately needed therapy.
With it, sorcerers can boost their physicality and perform devastating curse techniques.
Dude, it looks so good. I love the way they animated the curse energy.
Needed therapy.
With it, sorcerers can boost their physicality
Dude, that just looks so good.
Perform devastating curse techniques. Anything from voodoo dolls to swapping places with mere claps.
And
can we just have a moment to recognize that Toto is best boy after Gojo?
Lucky for humanity, Satoru Go.
What? Dude, I hate when they have like the little jokes for the kids, you know? Age 29, height 6'3", strongest modern special grade Jujutsu sorcerer, teaches at Tokyo, likes Ghetto, his students, and Digimon, dislikes Kenjaku, alcohol, higher-ups, and Among Us. Guys, if that's not a reason to leave a like, I don't know what is. Look at how funny this was.
Gojo's the best sensei a sorcerer could ask for.
Gojo isn't just
I don't know about the best sensei a sorcerer could ask for. The guy's like an actual sociopath because he sees himself as a god among men. Let's not suck his dick too hard, death battle.
He's known as the strongest. His very birth forced the strength of curses to exponentially rise. Like witnessing a world record get broken, cursed society shifted to match the might of Gojo's presence.
As a kid, Gojo
freaking love Gojo. I'm not gonna lie. Man is actually a god among men. He alone is the honored one, bro.
Joe knew he was the shit. He mastered the art of the riz, the hoops, and the curse murdering, all alongside Suguru Geto, his sorcerer BFF.
Together, they planned on changing Jujutsu society for the better.
And they remain friends to this very day. Probably.
If anyone could do it, Gojo could. Thanks to his bloodline, he got one of the most busted anime powers ever. Limitless
grants
Okay, dude, this power is wild. Dude, the Infinite Void, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yes, you could list all of his strengths and abilities, but Infinite Void will destroy Makima. Even the absolute gravity that her incredibly wonderful and thick ass cheeks can create. It still would not get her out of Infinite Void.
Gojo a nigh-perfect defense by actualizing the very concept of infinity.
It creates an infinite space around himself.
Which is so cool. Like, such a cool idea.
Stop it.
By the way, can I just say, stolen from the baby in JoJo's Stone Ocean? I'm just saying, but still so freaking cool. Who cares?
Anything coming his way, the dude is literally untouchable.
Kind of. Gojo tailored Limitless to automatically detect an object's mass and velocity.
Dude, I really like how they animate the manga panels. It's really cool.
As the difference between himself and an object decreases, Limitless halves the object's velocity. It's like
which is literally straight out of the baby from JoJo's Stone Ocean. But
paradox.
Think of it this way. If you're trying to get from point A to point B, first you gotta go halfway, then you gotta go another halfway, then another and another, and so on. With Limitless, you'll never arrive.
You'll never arrive, just like me, because I have no bitches. Yeah, we've all heard that joke.
Just like my alimony payments.
Hence, infinity. Yeah, it might sound complicated, but it basically creates a spatial force field around Gojo at all times.
Techniques
So much cooler than a spatial force field.
on this level would burn out other sorcerers in seconds. That's where Gojo's incredible 6 eyes come in. They let him see and near perfectly control cursed energy at the atomic level.
Dude,
So he'll basically never run out of juice in a fight. He isn't just built different, he was born different.
6 eyes and Limitless give Gojo the power to manipulate space itself. Gojo's lapse blue technique attracts and condenses space into singularities.
The guy is so cool. Like, holy shit. They designed the coolest possible powers for him. I feel like when they were brainstorming what powers to give him, they were like, all right, what's the coolest thing you could think of? Yeah, we're gonna give him that.
Reversal red, Gojo does the opposite, repelling space. Think push and pull. But you may be asking, how does one accomplish this with cursed energy? With math!
Curses!
Exactly!
That was horrible. No, that was so cringe. Oh my fucking God.
Exactly! Cursed energy is typically negative like with blue, but when multiplied by itself, negative cursed energy becomes positive, creating red.
Oh, strawberry and blueberry.
So, what happens
What is that even? What?
when you combine a positive and a negative?
It gets a bigger negative.
A grape?
0! By combining reversal red and lapse blue,
I literally went against his entire math situation. Okay, alright. Terrible analogy. But anyway, that's the point.
Gojo creates hollow purple, an enormous ball of curse energy that literally applies the concept of 0 to an opponent, crushing and repelling them into nothing.
Go.
Which is such a cool power! Dude, Gojo, they literally designed the coolest powers ever.
Gojo's a walking cursed Swiss Army knife. Levitation, teleportation, even expanding Limitless to fry his enemies. Gojo can also use positive energy to heal humongous wounds, and he's constantly refreshing his brain with it 24/7 to keep up with all of this.
Still,
Yes,
there's
sir.
one technique that costs more cursed energy than anything else in a sorcerer's
Domain expansion.
repertoire.
Every sorcerer is born with an innate domain, a mental world shaped by their mind and heart.
Add
Which is, in my humble opinion, the coolest part of the Jujutsu Kaisen power system. Because cursed energy, aside from this, is pretty generic, right? But then you have domain, which is so cool.
energy to it, and these domains can be manifested physically, a technique called domain expansion.
Every sorcerer worth their salt needs one, and you know damn well Gojo has the scariest, unlimited void.
Dude,
You
this is what I'm saying. All right, you're talking about limitless. You could talk about freaking the expansion, the send, the push, the pull, all that crap. Infinite void. It's not even close.
gotten this, your ass is grass.
Exposure to unlimited void overloads your consciousness with a stream of infinite information. A mere 1/5 of a second of exposure can leave a normal person in a vegetated state for months.
Too
Yes,
bad
sir.
it requires so much energy you can
Dude, it breaks your brain. You know, forget the actual superpowers, but it also breaks your brain.
only do it like once a day. Oh wait, except for Gojo, who has done it multiple times in a row. Thanks again, 6 Eyes.
Yeah!
Gojo was getting so strong that the axis of the jujutsu world began to turn on him. Like
More than just the axis of the world.
the meta of a fighting game defined by one broken character, he defined the hierarchy.
Dude, it's more than just that. The reason why Gojo is so crazy is because they built the entire world around Gojo. Every time the heroes are fighting, it's a fight of how long could they hold out until Gojo shows up to save us. And every time the villains are fighting, it's just a race against the clock. Can we succeed in our mission before Gojo shows up and annihilates us? The villain's whole goal at some point isn't even the world domination or any of that shit. It's just, let's keep Gojo occupied.
Of power in the sorcerer world. He alone was the honored one.
His mere presence
Nice, dude.
can cause earthquakes. He outran sonic explosions and applied cursed energy within a microsecond.
Gojo has been repeatedly stated by many to be the strongest sorcerer there is.
I also freaking love Gojo in the first episode where they're talking about Sukuna. They're like, oh yeah, Sukuna, he's the strongest demon. If he comes back, we're all fucked. And then it's like, yeah, but Gojo, would you be able to beat Sukuna? Of course I can. It's like I'm completely taking all the wind out of everything.
Includes his ex-student Hikari, who can dodge lightning, or this little volcano-headed curse Jogo, the embodiment of humanity's fear of fire, who can bring down city-shattering meteors, and
which is such a cool, dude. I love the world. I love the Jujutsu Kaisen world.
Gojo kicked his ass with zero effort.
But strength alone was not enough to fix his cursed world. When Geto rejected Jujutsu Society to forge his own justice, Gojo's philosophy changed. Instead of doing everything himself, he would teach a new generation of sorcerers to carry the torch when he could not.
It's all about setting an example. If it means a world where his companions can stand shoulder to shoulder as equals, who cares if he's gotta show off a bit?
I don't know. I think they're making Gojo sound a little more wholesome than he actually is. My impression of Gojo is that he's not that wholesome. He's just so strong. He's so freaking powerful. He can get away with everything, and just so scary.
Ah, what a beautiful day. The sun is shining, the birds are singing,
and a giant AK-47 carpet bombed the neighborhood. The sky rains.
Yeah!
Blood. Millions are dead. Dear God, wish it's the end times.
Makes
Run
sense
away!
to me.
Calm down.
Average Chainsaw Man Tuesday.
No reason to panic. It's just that in the world of Chainsaw Man, devils exist, and your fear makes them stronger. Never mind. Panic.
Remember that spider you shrieked at, or the last time you cut yourself dicing onions? Now the spider and knife devils are the monstrous products of your nightmares, and they hate you specifically.
Yes! I love when people hate me specifically. When I see death threats of people on Twitter that hate me, and I get them, dozens, every single day, and they just hate me specifically, it just reminds me of how lucky I am that I don't live in the world of Chainsaw Man. I don't know. Maybe anonymous NPC 69420 on Twitter that actually hates me would become the fucking 69 devil and annihilate my asshole and my face at the same time.
Some gun devil stood as the epitome of terror and destruction and was
The gun devil, because so many Americans hate guns or love guns.
Responsible for a countless loss of lives. But a group was formed to combat it and the other devils that plagued humanity. The Devil Hunters.
Yes, also known as Power and the Others, because Power is incredibly based.
Live in Japan and get yourself a pesky zombie problem? It's time to call the 4th Division the Public Safety Devil Extermination.
A government-funded devil hunter unit.
The Sloppy Toppy Demon. It's the demon that sloppy too many toppies and has become so feared. But yes, I feel like there's such good possibilities for what is it? Alternative uses for this power system. That would be crazy. I'm jealous of you, Nux. I want to be as hated as you someday. No, you don't!
Led by a stone-cold vixen, Makima.
She's dressed like Columbo with a blank stare at
a stone-cold vixen. Bro.
Sadistic streak. She's been in the game for a while and just found herself a new prize.
The union of man and pet devil dog, Denji, the Chainsaw Man. Upon meeting him, she gave him a choice. Live under her as a human dog, or
yes, please.
Die by her hand as a devil.
Sounds sketch, but Denji's brain was set to teenage boy and Makima's hot. So in short order, Makima got a new pet.
Makima may seem terrifying.
Oh my god, dude, Makima's so scary. What a fantastic character. Don't get me wrong. I love Makima as a character, even though I think Gojo would absolutely annihilate her. Gojo would freaking turn her into mulch. Holy shit.
At first, but she is a dog lover and a cinephile. Though you'd be ill-advised to mess with her.
Sure, for her position, you'd expect her to know how to...
Her position, you say? I've seen her in a lot of positions. I've done a lot of Makima research in my time.
Defend herself. Martial arts here, swordplay there, but devil hunters like Makima become
and the clap of her ass cheeks is so strong it keeps alerting the guards.
Real threats when they make contracts with devils. A classic Faustian bargain. Give something of yourself. The devil gives you power.
I'll give you semen if you get... Alright, that's...
You can call death upon anyone...
Alright, dude. That scene traumatized me. Bro, that scene absolutely traumatized me, where she just crumpled all those men. She's just sitting there, miles away, and all these people are being crumpled into nothingness. This scene was horrifying.
She chooses through a complicated ritual and even survive being shot through the head.
Because, as they say in the Devil Hunter world, you need your screws loose to live.
But she might have more than a few screws loose because, in actuality, Makima is
the Control Devil.
Devil herself.
Gasp! There's no way this clearly evil character could be a villain in disguise.
The Japanese
Dude, obviously she's a villain in disguise, but whether or not she was a devil was relatively cool, I thought. Okay, I liked it.
government has been keeping a close eye on Makima ever since she was born. Rightfully so.
God, I wish Makima would treat me like...
She isn't some F-tier scrub like the Bat or Leech Devils. She's the Control Devil, embodying humanity's collective fear of the oppressor. In a
Which is so cool.
way, she's even more terrifying than the Gun Devil.
Makima can exert absolute mental control over any creature she views as inferior to her,
Which is everyone.
is basically everyone. People, animals...
But not the honored one! Not the honored one! That's where Gojo stands above humanity, my guy.
Even other devils become puppets under her command. She can even hijack their senses to listen and see whatever she wants.
As a devil, Makima's far stronger, faster, and more durable than the average person.
Plus, her metabolism lets her slam down as many beers as she wants to. So,
God, I wish she'd slam me down as
Makima, if you're into countlessly divorced alcoholic rednecks, you know who to call.
By drinking blood, she can heal her injuries. And her sense of smell is so potent that it can spot targets from over 300 miles away.
Not only can she control your mind, but your body too with telekinesis. She can mess up your internal organs.
She's actually terrifying. I love how they designed her to be the human's fear of being oppressed. And she constantly revives that in you. You see it every single time. How her absolute control over people. It's just so scary.
Or blow you away with finger guns. She doesn't shoot you with
God, I wish she'd use her finger guns on me.
invisible bullets. She points at you and then a wound just happens out of nowhere. She controls all sorts of things with these ghostly chains that stab her victims. Once they're hooked, they're easier to control.
Makima has plenty
I have a problem, I've noticed. I shouldn't have watched this video.
of devils in her collection.
My horny ass could not watch Makima oppress people.
There's the massive Fox Devil, the future devil for precognition, and a ton of devils that exist just to stab you.
But I'm definitely all about the blow shit up devil, the undead party devil, the flamethrower devil, and the unholy matrimony that's the angel devil, which will
I love the Angel Devil. What a cool character.
make you see God before you die.
After about the 20th time, seeing God gets kind of old. Anyway,
What? Was that supposed to be like a quirk or a joke? What was that? Oh my, huh? Okay, alright.
like other devils, Makima can form contracts with people to give them power.
But unlike other devils, her control powers allow her to force people into contracts that
God, I just want someone to tell me I'm a good boy.
exclusively benefit her.
Like when she forced Japan's prime minister into a contract that states, and I quote, any attack made on her will be changed into appropriate illnesses or accidents among Japanese citizens.
Holy shit, that's so unhinged. She is so unhinged. Because here's the thing, it's even wilder. She knows exactly how to manipulate people and control them. She could have said, any attack made upon me, you'll die. But that's not nearly as horrifying as random citizens in your country dying.
What?
The verbiage of Makima's contract is worded specifically so that she quickly heals from any damage that is perceived to be an attack, transferring said damage to some poor random citizen of Japan.
Oh man,
Dude, how insane is that? Every time she's about to die, a random Japanese guy's head just pops off. Holy crap.
imagine like taking a shit and Makima gets hit and whoops, guess you're wiping at the pearly gates.
With these abilities and contracts, Makima set out to create the world that she wanted. No more pain,
What
no
a
more
cool
war,
character.
no more bad movies. The world would be perfect. But she needed the Chainsaw Devil to do so, who just so happened to be living as Denji's heart.
Yep, that cute doggo is actually the Chainsaw Devil.
Yep.
Ooh, talk about shitty
I don't know
luck,
why
kid.
they're mentioning this for a death battle. This almost sounds just like some sort of character recap.
In the depths of hell, Makima watched in awe as the Chainsaw Devil literally ate devils and eradicated plagues from existence. Because of the Chainsaw Devil, in this world, concepts like nuclear bombs, HIV, and even Nazis do not exist. exist.
Let's go! Let's go! And the world of Chainsaw Man has suddenly become even more wholesome than the real world. Wow.
He literally ate the concept of Nazis out of
Fucking awesome, dude. what kind of deranged author will write some shit like that?
existence.
However, as Makima didn't see Denji or the Chainsaw Devil as beneath her, she could not directly control him. She needed to manipulate him. So she decided to build Denji up and then tear him down as cruelly as possible.
Yes,
First,
sir.
she murdered Denji's found family one by one.
Then she made Chainsaw Man into a public hero, stripping him of the power devils receive by being feared.
Oh, so she could control her
Yeah,
precious...
She's a psycho. What's so crazy is the fact that she, it's not only her powers to control people, but it's like her mental fortitude and ability to manipulate people, just purely based on like the psychology of it, makes her so terrifying.
Chainsaw Devil and make him press backspace on anything she didn't like.
Her telekinetic bangs shot the Chainsaw Devil out of orbit, and they stalemated the Darkness Devil, which embodies humanity's greatest fears.
Makima's stronger than devils like the Bomb Devil, who can easily blow up buildings, or the Typhoon Devil, which made city-spanning storms.
And while fighting the Gun Devil Fragment, this large behemoth moved over 300 miles in a few seconds.
She was pretty much unbeatable, though ultimate power can make it pretty lonely at the top.
Makima's quest may have been to make the world a better place through domination, but the truth she was never willing to admit to herself was that she really wanted to understand human emotion.
She just like me, for real, for real.
After all, you can't control someone and love them at the same
Dude,
time.
I love how Gojo's power is like the ultimate power fantasy, male power fantasy. It's like, yes, infinite power. And then Makima's just like the ultimate manipulator. It's like, no. I have to stop making these jokes. One day Twitter's gonna... okay, it's too late. They already hate me. All right, anyway.
Too bad she never quite found the answer she was looking for when the Chainsaw Man defeated her once and for all by cutting her to pieces, cooking her into a 7-course feast, and fucking ate her?
Yeah! Yeah! Freaking love Chainsaw Man. It's so deranged.
Believe it or not, the love Makima tried to understand was her undoing. Despite the hell she put him through, Denji still loved Makima in his own way. So the act of devouring her was its own act of love and did not count as an attack, bypassing her immortality.
Completely batshit insane. That's Chainsaw Man
Yes,
for
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, I just love this scene. Yes, I am using chainsaw strips to ride a devil shark. Yes, of course.
Who knows, Wiz? Eventually, the Control Devil will come back, though it won't be Makima.
While her path back to hell was paved
Dude,
with
I'd feast on Makima.
good intentions, in the world of devils, it's no surprise that Makima came so close to her ideal future.
Yeah, she's a scary lady. She's one scary lady. Makima and her thick ass versus Gojo's Fortnite dance. Who will be superior?
The couple of rules for a unique fight like this one.
We'll be considering curses and devils to be comparable beings to avoid arbitrary terminology in their power systems that might make this fight incompatible.
Makes sense to me, makes
We
sense
will
to me.
also consider Gojo and Makima citizens of the same Japan to balance it out.
It's
What? That doesn't balance it out at all. That's literally putting them in Makima's playing field. That doesn't... what? That's not... All right, whatever. Their fight is supposed to be in a void, not using all the booby traps that she had set before the fight started. It's like saying that it's Batman versus Spider-Man, except Batman had infinite prep time. That is not a fair playing ground. Gojo still wins anyway. Who cares?
time for a death battle!
All right. Satoru Gojo was dispatched. God, I wish I was that popcorn. Okay.
Love this part. Could have been some flicks right about now.
He just goes in, he steals your food.
But gotta kill you instead. Can't just let a curse do as they please.
I love how that's cute. He's just laughing, watching the movie. Gotta kill you.
No talking during the movie.
Whoa! I love that. That was great. That changed to 2D.
Huh?
You call that a power? Dude, let them hit you. They will just merch on you. They will become
Curse
sludge
me
upon
blood.
your infiniteness. watching this, it's not even close. It's literally not even close. You get it? Because every time there's an act of violence against her, it blows up a random Japanese citizen. All right, cute.
Careful, I could have died.
Dude, I freaking love that. Gojo blew her body up but left her ass. What a fucking hero. What a legend, a man of the people. Sorry.
Careful, I could have died. But that much won't matter to you soon.
Don't worry. I'm Satoru Gojo, the strongest.
Confident, strong, and idiotic.
Oh, God.
We'll be sure to write it on your tombstone.
Dude, I think her voice actress, honestly, in this death battle she's doing a really good job. She might be doing better than the actual dub voice acting. Ah, random weapon. That'll do it against the man that literally cannot be touched.
Calm.
That's cute.
I hope we don't kill you too quickly.
Oh, don't worry, you won't be killing him at all.
Should be good.
I love how her attack is just random bullshit. Attack! And Gojo's just like Gojo.
So weak.
Bang. Bang!
I get what they're doing. They're saying that, well, it's not an actual bullet. It just makes wounds in whoever she touches, in whoever she points at, right? And it bypasses limitless.
Bang! Bang!
She is vibing. See, but that shouldn't be able to happen.
Now, be a good boy and play dead.
Should I bark too? I'm getting really tired of your pets.
Okay.
Domain expansion.
I feel like people can easily argue, before even getting to the domain expansion, I could see people arguing that Gojo doesn't even need domain expansion at this point. Like, I could see people argue that those bang attacks wouldn't actually even affect him, but yeah, I'll be charitable. Just because I want to see domain expansion.
Unlimited void.
Okay, that scene was fire. That animation was great.
Domain expansion. Unlimited void.
Dude, that's a great shot. Brother, that looks sick. Props to whoever animated this. God damn.
Throughout heaven and earth, I
alone am the honored one.
alone am the honored one.
Alright. It's not gonna work. No way. Too easy. That was it! Bro! I literally told you, there's nothing she can do against domain expansion. And she's dead. The end. You can keep telling me about Makima's powers all you want. Nothing will beat Infinite Void. This is the lowest death battle I've ever seen in my life.
No! So do you think that place is offering discounted tickets or too soon? Yeah, I'll order online.
Gojo and Makima were complicated to compare.
No,
On
they
the
weren't.
surface level, Gojo had a lot going for him.
Yeah.
It's no surprise, given that his reputation in Jujutsu Kaisen is that of its pinnacle. At least it was.
First of all, it's
Yeah.
unlikely Makima would see Gojo as inferior to her, in a
True. That's what I said right away. No way.
similar way to how she saw Denji. So she wouldn't be able to immediately control Gojo.
Gojo's birth caused a giant shift in the world of curses. Plenty of people have recognized that after only seeing him once. Being better than everyone is literally Gojo's thing.
Plus, Gojo automatically refreshes his brain with positive cursed energy 24/7. Even
Which
if
is pretty
Makima
dope.
could control him, it wouldn't last
Yeah,
very
I think this scene is very charitable on Gojo, on Makima's part.
long.
Gojo was obviously stronger too. The best feat we can compare Makima to is the Typhoon Devil's Storms. But that's nothing compared to the meteor created by Jogo, who is leagues below Gojo in strength.
However, considering she reacted to the Gun Devil fragment, Makima would actually be a bit faster, though she would need to be able to get past
Oh, please. You think Makima's faster than Gojo?
Limitless limitless for her speed to matter.
Makima had more devils than you can shake a fin at, but most were rendered moot against limitless.
Oh, please.
Knives, fire,
They're
bombs,
nothing. Nothing. They don't have a chance.
zombies. It's all stuff Gojo's dealt with before, and with zero issues.
And Gojo could easily wipe out her demonic crowd with red and blue whenever he wanted to.
The future devil could clue her in on anything nasty coming her way, but that wouldn't last forever. Plus,
And also, no matter what, dude, it doesn't matter how much you see the future. Infinite Void will always win. Okay, dude. I love how they're beating around the bush, talking about like incredibly basic powers of each of them, and it's just, homie, my friend.
plus, with Gojo's 6 eyes and teleportation, she had zero opportunities to break away and set up her instant kill moves.
But Gojo would
Even if she would have, it probably wouldn't have worked on him anyway.
obviously lose if he couldn't permanently kill Makima. Six Eyes couldn't inform him of Makima's contract with the Prime Minister, and eventually one of Gojo's attacks could cause his death instead. Even if it
I don't know, bro. What are you saying? Because he's randomly one of the Japanese citizens? So if he would have killed her, could have accidentally killed him.
took a while.
And Makima did have a way past Limitless with her finger guns. Makima could land attacks directly on Gojo's body, meaning there's no projectile for Limitless to detect and infinitely slow down.
Though when they did land, Gojo's healing ensured that he repaired his body quickly.
On the flip side, Makima didn't have a counter to Gojo's domain expansion. Unlimited Void overloads its target with unlimited information. It's not really an attack.
You could call it an attack on the senses, but even if she could transfer it to other Japanese citizens, she still could not escape an infinite amount of information.
Yes, sir.
We can compare this to
I love how the whole story, Makima's whole story, is about her outsmarting and manipulating people, and it was this information overload that brought her down. That's cute.
Doll Devil, who was defeated by a technique similar to Unlimited Void.
Despite being able to transfer her mind across a large number of hosts, the Doll Devil was still
The ability to transfer my mind through a large number of hoes. I can transfer my mind to hoes everywhere.
trying to transfer infinite information across finite people. Even with all of Japan as mental meat shields, Makima would still be overwhelmed.
Wait, doesn't that mean Gojo just unintentionally killed basically everyone in Japan?
Don't think
No,
about
he
it.
didn't kill her. He just obliterated her mind.
Regardless, Gojo is immune to his own unlimited void, so he was still unaffected.
Good for him. The moment Unlimited Void landed, Makima would be stuck, opening her up for a good old hollow purple.
Her contract isn't
Yep, that's what I'm saying. My homies, my guys, my dudes. That's what it's all about. One infinite void. You really didn't need this whole death battle. You just needed one infinite void.
perfect. Makima only ever regenerated as long as there was some mass to come back from.
But Hollow Purple disintegrates anything it touches to zero. Literally, there's no way she was regenerating from that.
Honestly,
Sure.
I don't even know if Gojo needed to use infinite void. I feel like Hollow Purple alone could have probably beaten her.
Her control as a concept will always exist, but a reincarnation of the Control Devil isn't Makima. This was one of the craziest fights we've ever
That was a
had.
good one,
However, with Gojo's raw power, broke encounters, and unbelievably busted Limitless, Makima lost control over this fight.
Makima thought she had Gojo by the ball and chain, but in the end, she was left hollow.
All right, I feel like their puns are normally a little. Oh, okay, all right.
Winner is Satoru Gojo.
Yeah, easy Gojo W. Not gonna lie, people have been bugging me to watch this forever, and because I've every time someone mentioned this to me, I feel like this is the lowest diff fight ever. Like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. Stay weird, fam.